Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really improved the Miami one. A fourth All-Pro nod for the burner and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. One rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis. And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Wiggles free. There he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
But he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Off play action, Richardson. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Kyle Pitts.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This will be fielded at the 17.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
Play action. Now Richardson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
On the draw is Edwards. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. You look at this Carolina defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 4. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking looking just to add to his totals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Henderson running straight ahead.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun to give to Henderson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
At the 2-yard line.
Edwards trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Edwards. And this time he works his way in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping that trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Michael Wilson, a touchdown catch in that first half.
right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
They go play action with Richardson. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Throw caught by Raymond.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Anthony Richardson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game from the 31. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the
to throw is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Richardson off the play fake.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson yet again. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Henderson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's got this downfield to McBride. Look at the big man rumble.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Robinson.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this time he is in.
Bijan Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
They run once more with Edwards. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And this returnable for Hill.
21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll look to throw here.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Jackson to throw. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. Durham Smythe. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Quick throw to Collins.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Darrell Henderson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That is caught. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. Now Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
To try here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them.